And welcome. We are here. It's Sunday. Let me just double check to make sure we are live in all of the right places. Do this. Do. Oh man, how does it end up being set? Okay, great. We're live on the Rumbles and YouTube. Says we're live also. Brilliant. Now I just saw real quick that. Nope, nope, mute myself. All right, I am going to keep up the chat in case it Rumble chat decides to poop the bed, as it usually does after an hour. I know Cam was doing some stuff, so we'll wait. Hey Loki, I know it's like been fall spring here. 60 degrees. We opened up all the windows. Oh, you guys, I don't have any snackies. I didn't bring any snackies. Because the last time we had snackies. Hello! You guys. Do I know? Oh, we've got friends and family and cats. All right, okay. Hey, dude. Hey. Welcome, welcome. Are you gonna come sit in my lap or are you just gonna be a crazy? Okay, just hang out over there. Don't dump my stuff over though, cause um you're being dangerous. It is good to see you. Indeed, indeed. Okay, okay. Well, he's just making the rounds. I know the windows are open because it's been so warm, and then it's supposed to be 25 and maybe snowing at the end of the week. So it's great. And where am I? We'll just wait a couple. Oh, we'll just chitter chatter and pet kitties. Yes. Okay, don't lose my thread though. I need this one. Please don't jump onto the table where the camera is. Just don't do that one. Don't do that. Because I can't have you breaking shit. Where are you going? Okay. Here we go. I know we keep changing places, but today we have waistbands to sew because we do, and I was super good yesterday and brooked out the iron. And oh, hey Skits, welcome, welcome. Your new kitty is so cute. She's adorable. So we have the blue cotton, we have the blue silk, and then we have the green Beau Moray. I ironed. Now I need to just hand tack all these waistbands in. I was going to try to have this ready to wear, but I've got the binding just about all done. I have one last section to hand stitch down and to zhuzh up real quick because I managed to sew too many things together inappropriately, unpicked, and started again. So let me get sewing. Let me get my thimble. Oh, and if we don't, and as if I didn't have enough stuff here, I have two pairs of slippers cut out with leather for soles. So we have a lot to work on. I So that is a-okay. Let me yawn for a second. Oh my goodness. I've not been sleeping. Actually, all I've been doing is wanting to sleep. I need to not be sleeping all the time. Okay, thread. Did I? Oh man, you got me so distracted that I'm dropping stuff and losing things. There we go. Okay. I do know how to run a show, really, sometimes. Okay. But I keep taking notes for Rumble Studio. What did it what is happening here? I am trying to tie myself in knots. What? Okay. Ooh-wee. We are like super fancy and complicated today for something that should be simple and straightforward. Yeah, can I help you? Are you gonna chew my bones? Are you gonna chew my bones? Let's start with the blue cotton. I do have one spot I need to fix on the blue silk because I didn't like it, so I unpicked a little section when I was pressing. And yeah, so I just took the seam and just pressed it upwards so that it will look nice, and then I can either add a ribbon or elastic or whatever I want. We'll practice good stitching and vary my knots. And do I have any topics written out? No. I I just decided today I was just gonna show up because everything was cray cray. Oh, do I have anything fun? Oh, just horribleness. I was so just sad, disheartened to see the tomato soup on the Mona Lisa. Could they just leave that thing? I'm just, I'm over everybody just trying to debase art. Okay. Do, 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 do. Well, do I know how to sew? Phoenix, do you really know how to sew? Does not look like it today. Alright, well, I'll just do it this way instead. I thought I was going to use a single strand, but we're doubled. That's fine. Now I'm just going to take some whip stitches to right at the edge to make this channel from the blanket binding because it's the best waistbands ever. And oh, I need to do a quick shout out on in the Rumble crew. Amish Zulu, thank you for liking and sharing my stream. I can't wait till we get to 100 followers on Rumble, and then I will be purchasing my own little Rumble logo as a present to myself. Because I don't know when we're going to get a fancy notice from Rumble, but we can treat ourselves to 3D printed beauties from other creators. And I keep putting in the category section for sewing or historical sewing. We don't have enough traction there yet, so they haven't paid any attention. The gaming categories keep expanding by leaps and bounds, which is great, but I don't care. But it's fine. There was all that uproar. I don't know, was it good news, bad news with David Portnoy and Barstool Sports moving their entire catalog to Rumble this week? And folks were like, we don't know how we feel about him owning stock in the company. I think anybody who's going to put their. Did I lose a follower on Rumble? Darn it all. I'm trying to have more followers on Rumble than YouTube, but we're not there. Hey, Butterfly! Welcome, welcome. No worries. No worries. I know it's all these sports ball things and stuff. Oh well, we'll get that one person to like me again. At least I haven't gone through a YouTube hasn't done a mass unsubscribing from my channel again recently, but whatever. We're here. I know this whip stitching is going to be super exciting, but I just thought it was going to be super punny to call it so wasted while I sew waistbands. It works though. There's just no end to sewing puns that we can come up with. And now I just have to wear all the cute clothes I'm making. But that too will happen. It was good. I did some adulting things this week. There's so much more to do, but that never ends. And Phoenix, do you know how to sew? Do you know what you're doing? Only sometimes. I know, I can't sit back far enough. I found these cute ears at the Goodwill last week. Oh, just try. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Do 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 do. I know. I wonder if Alec Baldwin is actually going to go to trial this time. That'll be funny. Hey, trees, welcome, welcome. How's everybody doing today? Are people good? I'm pretending to be good, but hey, Kilroy. No, sewing under the influence. I know that's either when you do the best sewing or the worst sewing. It's hard to tell. But that pun was, it just wrote itself. I have three waistbands to finish. And we haven't, it's been a hot minute since we just had hand sewing. Oh, excuse me. The yawns are just real today. I didn't even feel like putting my face on. I was like, no, can't do it. Not interested. Enough that I put clean clothes on some days, but it happens. I know. Welcome, welcome, everybody. I hope everybody's well. I hope the weather's nice where people are. Oh, I didn't. So I've been working on these motifs. These took about like an hour. They're so cute, these little ring medallions. I'm stitching with you. I just got home and I have two new patches and new circular needles. Ooh, fun, fun. And I have a rose colored one. Yeah, this is just the time to hang out and do some quiet stitching. I figure out what tops I'm gonna wear with these things. I keep making skirts and bottoms and not tops. Oh, I scratched that. I have the black stretchy raglan one all cut out, ready to sew. Maybe we'll do that next week. The girl behind me, she hasn't been used in a little while, and I don't think Brunhild loves sewing four-way stretch. She's like, I like leather, I like sturdy materials. Why are you abusing me with these modern materials? But I'll get back. Well, we'll switch out the machines next week. Oh, and uh, I know I saw Pam was streaming earlier, and William was hanging out there, so that's cool. I'm glad. Because streamer problems, you either stream a lot or you watch people's streams, but it's hard to do both. And with Snowy's channel, I want to hang out with you guys, but it's starting so late at night. I like need to sleep, or I hang out with my human and my kitty cats. There is a circus festival in Paris that's a juried competition been going on for the past week. I need to watch it again because they took a break during when the world was crazy. But one of my friends and teachers competed there. He's an amazing juggler, and I took out my balls. I still have my three ball flash, but I can't. I'm converting flashes to juggling is I just get confused. My brain is like, no, you got all the balls, now you just have to catch them. And then I have to be like, no, you need to keep the circle, keep the pattern going, because that's the only way to do it. Whatever. Right, and I saw, what did I see? Canada had some good news, and then they decided to go crazy again up in Ottawa, ticketing people who were celebrating the convoy, but then they had the Emergency Act be deemed unconstitutional, whatever. And then Christopher Freeland was like, "We'll fix that, whatever." I don't know. I don't know much though. Or anything else? I should have come up with a better list for today instead of just like sitting but stitching by the seat of my pants. But it happens. I did manage to figure out how to get fabric on the tambour frame so that I can keep the panels for that slip nice while I do the crochet insertion lace, because the first one, the first two panels came together fine, but I think it'll be better if I have it basted down so that I can keep everything lined up. Says, "Hey Loki, are you gonna come visit too, or are you just gonna stare at me? I know you're mad that I don't have snackies. I know you're mad at me. I see you." The boys went up. Oh, come on, you two, play nice. There's enough room in this house for all of us. You don't need to be mean. But the boys go out, and Freya Purpose is like, "No, I'd rather not. I don't like that little shithead. He upsets me too much." Well, I guess I should try to take my stitches nicer. You can kind of see him poking through the other side. Okay, move up a little bit so I'm just inside. I knew there was a reason why I wanted to practice on the cotton one first before I got to the fancier fabrics. And I'm probably going to do it all with the white because I don't feel like changing threads. But else, I'm still enjoying the Rumble Studio, even though there's the things that need to be fixed. But that's fine. We'll get there. What you have to do? What patches did you get? Trees and circular needles. So knitting needles. The only ones I think about circular. I know. I wanted to do retail therapy yesterday, which turned out to be a giant bust. I was just in a foul mood, so I was like, let's go to the Goodwill. And then we went to the Fiber Arts Collective in town to poke around. There was some silk that was nice, but just nothing that was like, you have to come home with me. So I didn't. It's not like my stash doesn't have enough stuff that I need to work through. But they were having a, "Hey Pam, I, did you enjoy deconstructing your dungarees? I caught little bits of it. That looks like you were having fun." Oh, right. So they were having a sewing circle, a little stitch and show and tell. And I was like, oh, that would be fun. I mean, everybody was. There's no young folks. I guess I'm turning into an old lady because I'm not really a young folk anymore either. But whatever. So I went to their website, and it's $10 to sit there and talk about your stitching. I was like, okay, I guess I'll pass because I can turn on my camera and show off my stitching for free. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? I don't know. It just appalled me. Oh, and my the Rumble Studio chat just died. Let's see. Oh no, it came back. Yes. Finished deconstruction cargo shorts. Awesome. Those have way too many pockets for me. Good, good. Yay. Oh, there's as if we I made so much food yesterday. I made beans and chicken and rice, and there is a roast being seared right now. I smell it. It won't be ready for a few hours, but it's not like we're lacking for food because I only have two adults to cook for, and I'm still trained by the House of Jewish Grannies to only so. I only know how to cook for small armies of people usually. Hey, Freya Fruifers! I was just talking about you, girlie. Are those big bad boys being mean to you again? Are they being mean? Well, good. I'm glad you had fun working on that project, Pam. Oh, there's just like coming apart at the seams today. Har, har, har. Ooh, yeah. Oh, it's so nice outside. My daffodils are growing. They have little. They're gonna bloom, and they're gonna be this. Hey, hey! Leave her alone. We're having some pasta cups right now. Hey, leave her crate alone. That's where she eats. You eat in the other room, boy. And there's no snacks for you anyway. Oh Jesus, everybody's in. you can't, I can see all the cats, even if I can't show you all the cats. Loki, don't knock my light over, please, honey. Little man was rubbing his cheeks on Freya's crate. Loki's rubbing his cheeks on my ring light. And Freya's hiding under the bed. Because the boys are being mean to her again. Whatever. Ooh, you're making some for your dad. Oh, cute. Yay. Yeah, dads need lots of pockets for stuff. That is true. Let's see if I can not screw get tangled up again. Oh, I guess I should make this shorter. Hey, Loki, Loki. Yes, young man. You gonna beat me with your tail? He was so upset that we were not getting up in a timely fashion. The yelling that happened at breakfast time. Hey, just don't rip my patterns, okay, dude? Just don't be a problem. So that's like impossible because your middle name is Trouble. It's, my fabric isn't gonna bite. It's not gonna bite back. He's trying to play with notions. Alright, I expect that there's gonna be some crashing in a few minutes here because there's trouble's happening. Trouble. Hey, do you think everything in here is a toy for you? Do you think your job is just to play? Computer cords, notions, trim, details, getting into all of it. I know we are super high energy today. I should have like picked up my done up my hype song. Actually, should probably take a listen to the song that broke the internet this week. Ben Shapiro and Tom McDaniel. Tom McDonald. Oh man, I can't speak to it though because I haven't heard it, listened to it. I just saw that people were not happy, but it doesn't seem like anybody's happy anymore. They're just trying to keep us downtrodden and disappointed, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Is that just the world? I think it's just gonna be crazy till the end of the year. But it's always crazy. What am I talking about? Everything's crazy all the time. It always has been. We just hear about it more and faster because the technologies. But at least we have sewing. We make art with pretty things. Yeah, and I should probably get back to that quilted housecoat project. It's been just languishing in my corner of neglected projects, which fortunately is not too many. I need to just play with those open-toed feet because I'm not very good with my free motion embroidery yet. And that's just one of those things that you just have to play with and practice because getting the feel of moving the moving the fabric, making pictures. Maybe I'll draw out some designs to I'll draw some flowers and practice stitching flowers because I keep watching all of these amazing Indian embroiderers. It, oh, just makes me so excited. And then I'm like kicking myself with my embroidery sewing machine that just makes me crazy. Hey, Allie, welcome, welcome. I am. Yes, because I pressed all these waistbands last night, so I have to finish them up on the inside. So, yeah, I know I was just reminiscing. I don't think I've done a just hand sewing, but I batch ironed a whole bunch of stuff, and like these waistbands are not gonna finish themselves, unfortunately. The sewing fairy does not come in the nighttime. We're almost done with one. Two more to go. I know if I get these ones done, then welcome back, butterfly. We can sew some more slippers. As my sibling, who was supposed to send me feet measurements, did not, so I'm just gonna mock up a pair and send them over with some swatches for some options for nicer materials. Let them pick stuff out and see how they fit. Yeah, we are coming along. Okay. Oh, I just saw, thinking of my friends up in the Canada, poutine, a combination of poutine and pho in the same bowl, and the fries were crispy. I'm like, I could go back to Toronto and eat that. sounds like a few of my favorite things. Oh, get lost. I think bringing it back to the simple sewing, and then I'm like trying to think I need to make it more complicated. I don't. Just chillax, kid. You know how to do a lip stitch. You're not doing anything complicated. But I am glad that I didn't stream me sewing the binding onto the tabs of these stays because I managed. I was doing some pre-sewing and I like sewed part of it like together and then unpicked it, which is this hole that I need to go back and so I'm just gonna hand tack it in when we're finished with the waistband. Because sewing around these tabs is an exercise in patience and thoughtfulness. It's almost easier to do a corset that's like straight. These stays with the tabs, I love the way that it shapes and flares and fits, but oh my goodness, the stitching of it is hard. Oh, that reminds me, I need to take off the zipper foot when we get there. And I am glad that I had the zipper foot on so that I could ride really close to where the bones are, because there's that project is just so unwieldy with all the bones because it doesn't fold nicely. But it's fine. Okay, almost there. Where is one? The tab inset turns are hard. Yes. Yeah, so it's like the most complicated part of the whole thing. It's so comfortable. And I realized I've got that for my quilted pair. I have a piece left over that I sewed together, so I've got like a quilted stomacher to go with it. So I have a nice smooth finish. That'll help me from tying it too tightly, though I enjoy the when it just hugs all the right bits in. Alright, let's bury this thread, trim, turn, and present. Trim, one done, two to go. And I keep trying to get my thread stuck in my project. And then and then it's got the open channel, so I can either thread some elastic or put a ribbon in. And I'm dropping my thread again. All right. Do I have any threads to trim over here? I just sew one. So I'm trying to practice good sewing and trim my ends. I forget and hate to do it. Did. It doesn't like to fold out. No, it does not. All right. And since my lap is straight, so I stitched this muslin over my tambour frame so that for the slip panels I can base them down so that even if I don't have the same number of stitches on each side, at least I know that because I know the pieces are the same size, I can massage it all so that it works out nicely. A ribbon will last longer. Yeah, it will. And I probably have enough in my notion section. Right, and then I can tie it and it will be good. be very good. Yeah, the elastic bands do not make nice bows. They do not. All right, let's do the green one next. Ooh, what I do need to do real quick is let me just a couple places on this one where the lace did not get stuck in nicely, so we'll just fix that up first so I don't forget to do it. Um, oh, hey, Fraser, are you hiding in your crate because you're mad at him? Okay. Mm, yeah, I think there's just a couple places where I need to retack the lace, but don't bleed on your fabric. Does it seem like sometimes some projects like just demand a blood sacrifice, though? It always seems to be. It's not like it happens like for the red or black. It's like the delicate white or pale pink that's like, and you will stab your fingers too many times now. Maybe that's just a me problem. Oh, I'm hearing stuff from outside. It was just, I can't believe it was so nice today that we just threw open all of the windows, cleared the house out. My salad greens are coming up nicely, but I'll have to cover them over if it's really going to snow next weekend. But that's so far away, I never believe it until it actually snows, as usually they lie to me. But that's fine, because if it snows, then the whole city just shuts down. People don't know how to drive. I think I'm still dreaming about that pastrami sandwich from last weekend. No, it was a Reuben. Oh, I have to go back to the meat market. But the prices were so good, and the woman who was working the slicer at the deli section, they just took such pride in their work. Like when I don't know, is that the only one? Oh, there's threads. Oh, there we go. I'll just use my little magnets. Make these threads not. These threads disappear. Do I want to add a little stitch here? Yes. That's the only spot that needed fixing. Oh, how did this get all? I need to do more fixing because it is all jumbled, not nice in here. Oh, it's like it pulled too tight somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the waistband because if I start thinking about this bottom part too much, it's gonna make me mad. So we'll just go back. I'll just go back to the waistband. One of these packets from this blanket binding, the acetate, was starting to like off gas of vinegar smell. I was like, oh, that's a thing that I was not expecting, but it does make sense. All right, we are knotted. I think this one I did fold over. Yeah, okay, there we go. Wow. Hey, creepy goobies. What you doing, girl? It's not time for dinner yet. We're just hiding. You can cover up my legs. He's a kitty. Gonna make yourself an appearance? Just gonna hide under the chair with me. Okay. Well, it's enough that I know you're hanging out with me. I suspect all non-natural. I suspect all non-natural to off. Yes, now it's cheap from a store. That's true. That is true, Ellie. And I think some of those ones were so old that I got from the Goodwill that they just really started to just do some funny things. More reasons to just sew with natural fabrics. But sometimes you just can't. I know it made me laugh when I took this thumbnail yesterday of how yellow the green showed up. I should have fixed the. I'm not comfortable with my beanie right now. It takes a little time to edit my photos, but I didn't change touch up the color corrector. Yeah, Allie, quality has gone down. Even seen in since last year. Oh, terrible. Well, so, where was? Oh, when I popped into listened, was lurking around yesterday. Was it you who was talking about how we're expecting all the prices of material to just go through the roof with all the craziness, and imports are going to be hampered possibly. I'm glad I've got enough in my stash, but at some point I'm going to want some new fabric. I just don't know what yet. Maybe I should have got that stuff, but I didn't love the. I loved the weight of it. I just didn't care for the print that was on it. I'll go back next. I'll go back later and look at stuff. It was also hard to poke around when they were having their sewing circle. They were like right in front of the sheet of the scrap bin where I was like, I just want to dump everything out. But whatever. Fine. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. And I don't know all this stuff. I don't know. Everything might be hard. Yeah, it's like just thinking of like meeting slash wanting a new phone and all of the stuff. Let's see here, butterfly. If it starts going through the roof, then we need to go to Alley and hang out. Yeah, we do. Suez Canal. Suez Canal is adding time to ships from the fabric weavers to Europe and the East Coast. Oh my goodness. Right? I'll drive down. We're like, take us shopping. Bring us to Modelo Man for the good deals, please. Oh, that's good. I'm trying to be better so that you can't see my whip stitch on the outside. Oh, I know, because we're just trying to get in. We've got our fingers in all the cookie jars right now, and I'm just starting to think we need to make isolationism great again. You know, I'll just get in the car and drive. Just go run away for a few days. Oh, I have to stop thinking about that lace on the bottom here. Maybe not to. Maybe I need to downsize my fabric. Right. I know. I saw it. Was it on? It doesn't matter. It's scrolling around some platform. It was nice to see that one. This one creator was like, "It's okay to get rid of fabric you don't like, so you've got room for stuff you really do like." It's like that's true. So true. You don't need to hang on to stuff that you've had if you know you're never going to use it or the taste is not where it was when you bought it originally. It's okay. It's okay to throw stuff out. Oh, you know, I haven't gone through everything in a while. Maybe we'll do a shop my stash in the not too distant future because I haven't I haven't touched my collection in a while. If I don't go through and touch stuff, I forget what's there. I know I do have a, a beautiful piece of sheer silk that's got a it's a blue toned with a giant flower print on it, and I just don't know what I want to do with it yet. But I should go through and see what other lightweight summery things I might want. Some of my cuter summer clothes I know don't fit right now, so I gotta have stuff that will that will make me feel comfortable. Lace these circle skirts with the giant waistbands with the bow ties. I can always stitch them in tighter. I think the most I things got easier when I just realized my proportions and how tall or short I am. I'm not tall. I'm short. Oh, okay. Whew, waistband two well underway. I really will have time to sell another pair of house shoes. Don't no, don't get ahead of yourself. You've got this, you've got that skirt, and then we've got the binding on the stays, and I should probably reinforce a couple of those eyelets before I lace it up. Don't get ahead of yourself. You're rubbing my legs. Hey, creepy coolies. Yeah, there's a big difference to what a pattern says will fit and what you know will fit and be comfortable. Absolutely. So many of the modern patterns have got so much ease in them. Like you're just like swimming in clothes, and I don't know. I think, and what am I? As I should be talking today because I am in my giant fluffy hoodie top that I am absolutely swimming in. Pattern is not fit and finish the basics and beginnings right. Yeah, I don't take into account like the historical clothes had so many undergarments underneath it. You always had to like retake your measurements. Like there's your measurements without your support garments, and then Here's the measurements with like 5 layers of petticoats plus your corset and your shoes and your corset cover and this and that. You're like, and I've added inches to all of my measurements because of all the support garments. I know when I go to the good, I don't even like look at clothes at the Goodwill. I just look for supplies. I just haven't had any good fabrics recently. I don't even know what I'm just. I'm just still grouchy. Okay, hey, Frippers, will you come love my legs some more? I need some cat companions. Just like look at me from underneath the table. You didn't feed me yet. You didn't give snackies. And I'm hungry for dinner. Why didn't you go outside earlier? But at least nobody puked up grass, so that was good. Allie, now you know why the same person will have different waist sizes. Winter dress needs far more layers than the summer ones. Absolutely. Yes, yes, I have. Yep, my winter wardrobe is not the same as my summer wardrobe. Quilted stays, and oh, I've got to wash that fabric so I can work on that quilted petticoat for. Let's see if we get there for this winter or next winter. I never thought of that until been been talking to makers, right? I know it makes so much sense though. Yeah, those winter schmoozes are not those little lightweight ones. And a quilted petticoat takes up so much more space than a little thing. You have to be warm and comfortable. Mm, not too shabby. A couple places where I poked through, but I don't think anybody's gonna get close enough to my waist to see those little things. What's really bugging my brain though is that lace at the bottom not laying flat, and I don't know what I'm gonna do about that yet. So right now I'm just gonna continue to ignore it, except it's gonna bug me. Like that charging $10 for the sewing circle. Why? Oh, that wasn't even the most horrible, ridiculous thing. So you walk into the shop and there was this blue, oh, crunchy fabric. Of course, I'm not going to be able to get it right. Pleated circles, pleated skirt with a waistband. Everything, the pleats read so nicely. Things were nice, but I went down, felt it at the bottom. They had the hem on the outside instead of the inside, and it. I mean, I guess it's a choice, but if you're gonna do a rollover hem, why would you want the lump to be on the outside and not the inside? I don't know why it bothered me so much, but it's still bothering me. I told my friend yesterday, I was like, this is gonna bug me for until today, and it still is bugging me. Like the take the time to do everything so nice, but then screw up. I I don't know. Maybe it was a choice, and they just wanted that hem to be finished on the outside. Like I would consider doing it also if I put like lump on the outside for for the skirt sweep, holds the sweep out. Maybe, but this was not even a historical dress. It was like a contemporary thing. I don't know. I mean, yeah, okay. I'll defer to your knowledge and judgment. Could be. We'll go with that. Because it was heavy. Like a, I'm gonna forget the name because I don't know all the names of the fabrics. Was it? Like a sateen, maybe. Yeah, modern skirt that is. Yeah, it. I don't think it was meant to be historic. It was just like a pleated wrap skirt. So it just didn't make sense to me. Like it shows the ankle like modern, definitely strange. Yeah, that's yes. It, it was, I'm gonna I'll go back to the shop next week just to take a picture of it because it bugged me so. It's still like why? It was a design choice for sure. And or they just got confused. But I don't know. It didn't make it. I'll take a picture. Maybe it was a temporary, maybe. But I think they were like it was for sale at the shop. So every, yeah, I'll go and take a picture for next week. We can we can have words about this again. And I know the sewing circle won't be there, so I can spend a little bit more time poking around in the $3 section. Because last time I was there over the summer, they had a bag of D rings and O rings, and I kind of wishing I'd gotten it. That might still be there if I poke around, because like a little. I got some notions for some costume things. I got some machinations, but I don't have all the tools unless I just go and take apart all these old handbags I have. I probably have enough rings. I'll figure it out. Okay. Yeah, it's so strange. I'll get a picture. I don't know why I didn't take a picture of it yesterday. It doesn't matter. Oh, oh come on, little. There we go. I'm going out again. Let's play nice. There we go. We're at the home stretches of this skirt. And we can do the silk one and restitch where I unpicked. I guess I didn't really need to, but there was a little like bobble where it stitched the ruffle and it wasn't nice and I didn't notice it until I was pressing and then like just unpick it and restitch it. You know, it's on the inside and nobody's gonna see it but me. But a lot of times I just forget that things are not perfect, but for some reason that was something that was like, I'm not gonna be happy if I leave it like this. So I fixed it. Or so I do unpick stuff sometimes, just not often. And we'll see if I want to sew some sequins onto that blue one, but also again, we're not there yet, Phoenix. finish what you're working on, then we can think about the next thing. If I think about too many ideas and start them, none of them ever get finished. Hence, I were sewing 3 waistbands today. Okay, almost. I can't believe my daffodils are gonna be blooming pretty soon here. They're only like this big, but they've already got flower heads set. And they're not fancy. There's certain parts of my garden that just grow things in miniature. Like my sunflowers. They only ever get like 2 feet tall. And then the neighbors up the street have like giant 10 feet sunflowers. And mine just stay tiny. Which is silly to me. Like, maybe I should have probably sow some more seeds out there. Then some poppy seeds before it gets too warm again. Oh, at the home stretches. Oh, this puddle is really gonna bug me. Okay, I'll probably have to pop that one and redo that thing of lace. Phoenix methods of mass production, mass pressing followed by batch waistbands and attachments. It's true. I I will purposely save up a whole bunch of stuff that needs to get pressed so I can do it all at once. Yep, it's true. It's true. I think also too because I have it's a whole production to like take out the ironing board, wait for the iron to warm up. Ooh, Allie, you grew some really small types of sunflowers this year. You had some 3 years ago, 12 foot tall and 1 foot across. Oh, those sound beautiful. I'm sure the bees did love those. And the cardinals. It's I miss cardinals. It's one of those birds that does not exist where I live. But I have 3 types of blue jays. One, two types, 3 types. Lots of blue jays species. No cardinal. Oh, yay, sunflowers. But batching things like this, it helps me to stay on task. It also is part of the reason why things get piled up and, yep, dragged out the iron, pressed and pressed some more, and then packed it all up. Because it's in my hallway, then it just takes up too much space. Oh, you could smell the sunflowers from 6 feet away. That sounds amazing. Where was I watching that somebody like took the sunflower heads and like cooked and ate the whole flower head? Like that sounds interesting. I remember when I was in Germany, just the fields and fields of sunflowers. Oh, so pretty. Sehr gut, sehr, sehr gut. Mm. I have a giant rose bush outside my bedroom window. It needs to be trimmed a little bit because she's been so windy that it's very noisy and a little scary when the window just gets beaten by The roses. Yeah, you eat them one seed at a time. Yes, that's how I usually do it. But it was very interesting to see like the whole head get cooked. I do like me some semishki. All right, two waistbands done. All right, let's see what I'm gonna do. First question is it something? It's not wearing that, but is it a me thing or is it something that I'm actually gonna notice when I'm wearing it? I don't know. Probably not. But before I stitch any more down, just in case I unpick it. Oops. Oh, it's on this side. Oh, yeah, a whole section that's not attached. Can I just ease it around? Hey, Watanabe, long time no see. I hope you are well. I'm glad you've got some company. I hope everything got all squared away with your washing machine from a couple weeks ago. I don't like it when appliances are on the fritz. That is no fun. Um, use this up. Okay, let's just leave this alone because it's going to bug me and I'm going to rip it. Okay, next. Let's go. Blue silk for the finale of my skirts. I am starting to not like HE washers. Oh, high efficiency, good for most things, but not everything. Fair. Yeah, I don't have a washing machine. It's called my hands. Only one house I ever lived in that had a washing machine. Yes. Oh, do I have a what? How did I get a hole in it? Okay, I'm gonna forget that. HE dishwashers or clothes washers? I don't know. There is a little section that I'll go back and fix on the machine where I unpicked it. But we find right here. Oh, there's the hole I need to go back and do. I do have a clothes washer and a dryer that, oh my gosh, it would, it's hard to not have one of those. Dishwasher for just two adults, we manage okay. Clothes washers, but both you've had trouble with. Interesting, Allie. I know, see this hidden. I can't believe I found a little hole. I'm gonna. Ugh. Got a piece of silk. We can very carefully do a little patch job because I don't think I've even worn this skirt. How did I make a hole in it? I don't. Oh, oh, my nose is being distracted by the scent of beef. We've always wanted a dishwasher. Yeah, they are nice. I lived in one house that had one, but for the most part, no. But then people laugh. My bathroom right now doesn't even have a single outlet in it. It's a good thing I don't regularly like use a curling iron or blow dry my hair because I would have to do it in the hallway. Yeah, I'm still waiting for them to put in some more grounded outlets so that I can plug my computer in the opposite side of the wall in the other room because I can't right now. So now we're keeping past the warranty. They have to get fixed under warranty. Oh, boo. Let's see here, what an I got a Rediker washing dishwashing brush with replaceable heads. It's birchwood with horsehair bristles. It's so nice for hand washing. Interesting. It does help to have some of these menial tasks, the tools that make the job feel nicer. That is a very fancy dishwashing brush, Waternay. Mhm. I know, I'm just trying to make sure I don't. Ah, alright. We're on 303. Good work. Carrie, I know they make countertop dishwashers that you don't need to plumb in. Maybe I can try one of those. That sounds like a good idea. Yeah, Ellie has a good one. Awesome. Loaded the other messages. I see the whole gang is here. We are here. I think so. For the most part, I know everybody that I keep missing on the other shows because I go to bed, cook your plate, 4 plates, 4 bowls, and a couple of mugs plus cutlery. That is the perfect size. I like that size dishwasher. That is just enough. And when crazy out the electrics in my old house. Modern I saw a video on a small countertop dishwasher. The people really liked it. I might have to poke around and see. I might be sold hooked on one of these things too. That could be a nice treat for the house. But then I've been trying to just get into the practice of as soon as I dirty a dish to just wash it so they don't collect. Oh, I know. Oh, Killer, I hope you're doing okay. I hope everybody's feeling well. No sticks, no crazies. Oh, I finally decided to make myself an appointment to go get a checkup because it's been a very long time. Is like I should probably stop avoiding this because lack of knowledge is not going to help anything if I've got something going on. Let's see here, Allie. I don't call them small dishwashers. They are stationary countertop. It's cute. That is funny. I know. Yeah, I'll probably forego that now that I'm thinking about it because I don't really have oodles of countertop space, and the cupboards are set kind of low, which is good so I can reach things, but like I can't even have my pressure cooker on the countertop proper because I wouldn't be able to open the lid. Oh, good, Allie, the medication seems to be working. Oh, but now you're in a depressed funk. I'm well, yeah. There's been quite the malaise and the on. I too have been having a case of the ennuis and the malaise, and some of those medications can cause it. And I know some of the having to deal with not feeling good can definitely put a damper on the moods. Hold on a second. I don't want to yell into everybody's ear. Sorry, I'm back. I had to talk to the human, but I didn't want to yell in everybody's ear. Okay, just distracting myself with these motifs. Maybe I'll do a couple more and do a layer of these in that slip. Yeah, being sick blows. So does being, I don't know. Everything sucks. But at least we have stitching. The sewing circle's here. As I just continue to throw my shit around. I have to be careful. This already got enough little clicks on this one, and I just finished it. Let's trim these threads while I'm looking at it. Here's our needle. Now thinking of other unwieldy projects, this one is this double circle skirt has got a lot of fabric at the bottom. Oh, we'll dump out my lace later. Let's see here. Water made of that. Rediker brushes were $20 for a set of two. The replacement heads are less inexpensive for an everyday luxury. That does sound like a treat. I'm going to try to remember that for later. Well, water made just the medication. Chewing the funkers at the life weather, etc. Yeah, say as much as you or as little as you want, hon. I just remember when my little girl Kitty Hecate, when she like slipped her disc and couldn't walk, she was on prednisone for the last couple of years of her life. 2 years. Oh, no more than that. She was on it for a long time. Just made her so ferociously hungry. She's like, she just wanted all the food all the time, which was problematic only because the herniated disc made her constipated. So that was, we were managing all the things. Oh, killer life, maybe some of the weather. Medication can cause fatigue and soreness, but nothing mental. That's good. I know some folk I get that prednisone can make them like angry and irritable sometimes. But yeah, there's a lot to be in a lot that doesn't feel nice right now. I think that's why I didn't even talk about 2 weeks ago when Gonzalo Lira died in the Ukrainian prison. Oh, good, you're off the prednisone. That is great. Yeah, that stuff is evil. The medication is some exotic stuff called Trombopog. Okay, that does sound exotic. I know drug names, they like they just like take out a Ouija board and be like, or just put up a keyboard and throw darts at it, come up with letters for them, some of the names. At least the generic names of medications make more sense because like the that ends in NAB, it's a monoclonal antibody, or the penicillin, like the antibiotics. Some classes are good. The beta blockers, like Olo, you're a beta blocker. Sounds like a noodle dish from an Asian fusion restaurant. Oh, that's funny. What her name? Oh, funny, funny. They got they gotta send it to me UPS overnight. It's so exotic and expensive. No regular pharmacies will touch it. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to look this one up. Yeah, you definitely something fancy when it's too expensive to keep in stock. Look at all, yeah, you are so fancy, killer. So expensive that the standard procedure for the pharmacy is they get you on the manufacturer discount program before moving forward. Oh man, I know we need to the prescription. Oh, I don't. I could just vent for days about the status of the healthcare system, and that there just doesn't seem to be like what's a good. I don't know if there's a the only replacement that seemed quasi to make sense and help be not cost prohibitive is like the South Korean model where physicians are employees of the government, sort of, but I don't know. I don't think there's a great system, any of them. It must be time to start a new thread when I'm pulling out. Oh my gosh, I was teaching human to men because he has this black knitted hat that is been worn through. So I got out my ham to use as a support for it, like a darning egg. That's the word I was looking for. I was like, I will show you, and then you will learn how to mend this hat because my mom has made him lots of fancy hand knit socks, and I don't have the time to mend them all. I was like, this is your practice, and then we can work on socks. There's my own socks I need to mend. Do you put on a slinky outfit and pearls before you meet the UPS driver? Oh, that's funny, what her name. Seriously, I'd like do my hair, put my face on, put some pretty shoes on. My date with the UPS. Oh, I was very close to the edge of some of these stitches here. You know, I almost thought was like, oh, do I want to just sew this waistbands all on in like one step with the machine, but something about it nicely to not have that line of stitches to break things up, to break up the eye, the visual, the aesthetics. Wow, words are not always my friend. And I love my Sunday shows, but then it always is just like the end. It means that the weekend is over and I have to go back to work dealings. Yeah, let's see here. Oh, Killer, even if I did all that, I still wouldn't be graceful. Oh, they send it in a big foam cooler, a little pill bottle in a big foam cooler. It's ridiculous. It is, but if it needs to be temperature controlled, then there's no, they don't have great ways of packing it so it doesn't, something doesn't happen. The first time I saw a darning egg, I thought it was a broken maraca. Oh, that's funny. Oh, okay. I would, I never thought about it that way, but I see, I get it. I can see how one could think that. I know, it's got the right shape. It just, it's solid. It doesn't make any noises. Okay, I know, I think I like thought I was super huge when I cut the waistband for this, but that's right. I can always make it smaller with my lace, with my ribbon ties, but I can't make it bigger. I know, I like my little darning egg. It's so cute. Just the right size for stockies. Broken maracas. Silly, silly, silly. Okay, maybe I can stop knocking open my spool of thread finally. Let's see here, Kara. Yeah, that's the other reason I've got to move to Pittsburgh. That's where this pharmacy is located, and they could just send a delivery person over instead of putting the thing in the stupid cooler for UPS. True. And let's see here. Why don't I perhaps some ballet classes for the gracefulness, then have William make you a fancy jumpsuit for package pickups? Oh, that would be cute. It's just practice. Gracefulness is just practice. Like everything is practice. You're never good overnight at anything. And if you, and I think, I wonder is, or the notion that if folks are naturally gifted and they don't have to work so hard, like if they stick with it, it's like, yeah, what's the fun? There's nowhere to go from here. Think you might move this year, or are you still planning and scheming? I will say, if and when I need to fly on an airplane again, which, all the airplane shenanigans, I don't like, I don't like hearing about them because there's reasons why I have to be across the country for certain things, and I don't want to hear about doors falling off and this, that, and the other thing. But definitely not this year, hoping within the next 5. All right. Oh, my life is still category 5 shit a cane. I'd go to Pittsburgh for you, Kilroy. and even just wherever. I can do Pennsylvania. I know peeps. I know some of those back roads. It's still I still call it the 17. I know that they changed the road to 86, but in my head it's still 17, and it hasn't been 17 for a long time. I know, and it's yeah, the bigger cities, but then Pittsburgh has got the university hospital there and the teaching hospitals, which are good thing, bad things. You know, our big teaching hospital up north. What the I don't even know if the doctor did they get fired something. There was a professor who was taking photos of students inappropriately. Here, one of the cardiothoracic surgeons got in trouble for overbilling, and they settled probably so that they didn't have to drag everything out into court. But then, oh, you could stay at the fancy William Penn Hotel. I know. I can't believe that they were going to take down the William Penn statue. I'm kind of tired about all the statue removals. And oh, you're fine. Oh, my tummy smells that beef and it's so hungry. You can wave your hands in front of the camera if you want. Feeding time for kitties. Oh, right. I was complaining about the physician, and I think they're still working at the hospital. I looked on the website, and they're still there. We were trying to decide whether it was like because it was in trouble for like overbilling or billing for procedures that didn't get finished. It was like we've been doing it for since 2015, like a long time. And then we can't have our big hospital, have problems because we've got the only tertiary place that the 15 county area. Yeah, I was telling Darren William yesterday my two biggest priorities now looking for places to move with good hospitals and LGBT safety. Yep, so I'll never live in a cheap place, but yeah, fair. Yep, true, true. It's hard. At least we haven't fully implemented a maid service yet. Because then it's like, here, you don't feel good? We will have the maids come and clean up after you. Worst acronym ever. Oh, that. So I heard that was one of the bizarre things that kicked off this week. So I was scrolling on the Twitters and there was a trailer for that somebody had seen on the YouTube Kids, and they showed this clip, and it was for this song. It's okay to pass away today, and then it turns out that this is a supposed to be for a TV show, and but the clips are just like terminally ill kids. It, I don't know. It was dark. Oh, Waternay, whatever you need to tell yourself to justify those caviar dreams. I'll take silk and champagne and caviar. Oh, now I'm getting hungry again. I like me some caviar. But yeah, I'm curious about this weird show. Why are you still on Twitter? It's 90 plus bots. I know. It's honestly it's for Rumble. I'm on Twitter for Rumble updates and Rumble. That's pretty much the only reason I'm there. And to send links to William for the show. Like, even if I had $1 billion, I still wouldn't buy a house. Too much to take care of. Yeah, I know. I was thinking about that too. Like, renting sucks because you don't own stuff, but then you also don't have to be the one forking over checks if things get funny. Hey, Freya, Freya. Yeah. All the hungry kitties. Yeah, my feed is not too many bots. But I'm also very, yeah, I try not to interact with stuff that's going to cause me troubles. I know, because it's not like me promoting my show over there brings lots of people, because I'm social media nobody. We're just tiny. Yes, that was. Allie says hello, Freya Fruiters. Actually, the loud one was the little man. Oh, we just had dinner, ground chicken, grated cheese, and green goddess slice made into nuggets, fried in avocado oil and butter. Yum! That does sound amazing. We are officially in the pre-dinner portion of tonight's program. Mm. Oh, water some people get excited like, ooh, project. Others have more of a, project. Yup. Depends on the project. But then it's also just the stress of having the capital around to fix things. You're like, oh, I own this, and then it's like, man, needed to spend 15,000 on a roof or 30,000 on electrics or whatever. Oh, the roast is in the cooker, and I smell roast. But I've got so many. I made so much food yesterday, and I don't know how I didn't learn how to cook rice previously, but I found the perfect way. Wash the rice 3 or 4 times. Add 2 1/4, 2.5 times water to the rice. Cook it till it comes just to a boil, and then turn the heat off and leave it alone. Yes, well, butterfly. I'm trying to shed some poundage carbs are from the devil. My friend gave me an Instapot. Anyone have any favorite recipes? All of them. I love my Ninja pressure cooker, which is the same but better than the Instapot. Where to start? I can't even think because I use. Well, you just take a piece of meat, put it in for 3 hours with whatever spices, and magic happens. Yep, soups. And killer. People think of a house as a money-making investment, but when you factor in all the associated costs, not just the mortgage insurance, breaking even is the best you can hope for. Absolutely. Yeah. I know they're trying to make it so it's like you barely own the land. They're like you can technically own your house, but the land doesn't always come with it. Yeah, I like my Ninja better because it's got the it has the pressure cooker feature, but it's also an air fryer all built in one. And when I had surgery in 2019, it was super great. I love my pressure cooker. Just oh, and so when we are cutting up vegetables, I will save the tips and the tails or the onion skins, different things in the freezer, and then in little plastic containers. And when I get enough collected, I throw them all in the pressure cooker overnight with some vinegar and use it as my soup broth stock. Yeah, then quit paying the property tax and you'll see how much of that house you really own, right? Because I'll even save chicken bones and then freeze them, and then I try to smash them with the mallet and add some vinegar to get all the yummy blood building stuff out from the bones. And then I never have to buy bouillon or broth anymore. You just cook it up, put it in jars, and use as needed. Or I'll save the shrimp tails or crab bodies, whatever I've got, just goes into the freezer for broth. The eggs turn out pretty good, like if you like hard boiled eggs with the pressure cooker. I also got a silicone mold to do like the egg bites. Those are fun. Let's see here. Watermelon, my friend said he thought they were one of those things that's hard to justify getting when you have other cooking supplies, but once you try it, you never go back. It's true. Oh, a friend of mine made was it a carrot lava cake one time in hers? That was good. You can use the entire shrimp shell. Yep, I use all of it. I'm not good about eating them, but I love them for just all those waste things end up in my soup broth. I know that is a thoughtful gift. I'm just a fan of the Ninja one because I have the Ninja coffee maker, the food processor, blender bit. My kitchen's just powered by ninjas. A lot of return on investment depends on where you buy. Yeah, but the maintenance costs keep going up, so I don't know, not in my near future or ever future. I don't know. I keep thinking about getting like a truck and a fifth wheel or something. Mobile property rather than stationary, but I think that also comes from living where fire's a season and being a little terrified sometimes. I know, Waternay, I thought that was thoughtful. Butterfly, have to figure out where I'm going to put it, but it's really nice. Yeah, I have got two like kitchen carts that have drawers and shelves in them. So I keep mine over there next to the outlet because I, with all things, if I don't see it, I forget to use it. But there was, we don't use it as much. We use it 3 or 4 times a week. I think there was definitely a period of time where we used it every day, if not multiple times per day. It was just always getting left on. Because I know what we were doing. We were using it to cook bacon every morning because we used to have bacon and eggs every day for breakfast for a while. And I was trying to do keto, but I need something more sustainable. Let's see here. Do water night. I splurged a bit on zoo a zoo a fancy rice cooker. It's amazing. Interesting. See, I could just cook rice in the Ninja now. or on the stovetop with my magical way. I've got to have fun, Waternay. I really like the I've never heard of this brand. Dojirushi. I'm curious. I kind of like the looks of those Smeg, is it SMEG appliances? They've got that like mid-century modern feel to them, and my house is a little bit older than that, but not by too much. All right, I'm not staying. I'm just gonna sew over you and forget that you existed. And the home stretch. Our last skirt slash petticoat slash skirt because they're all the same thing in my world these days. Nope, don't sew with your mouth open. I know the zip is broken on there. I don't know what to do about that one. I know they are so pretty. Also pretty pricey. They just look so cute. I know, I think I was watching too much British Bake Off because I think that's where I saw that they've got the Smeg refrigerators. Okay, Thread, I voted you the appropriate way. Why are you causing me troubles? We're in the home stretch. We don't need to be fighting with knots right now. Maybe I should have waxed it. But you need to be waxed, Fred. I know, super exciting. Phoenix fights with knots in thread. Oh, thanks for chatting 3/4 of an hour here. No problem. We're here for it. We are here. We are absurd. Okay, fine. I'm not gonna fight with you, Thread. We're just gonna hide you. Just that it was. No, it doesn't matter. No, I'm gonna complain because I'm gonna run out of thread right before I get to the edge of this. We're gonna have like 3 inches, and I'm gonna need to load up a new thread. But I have those tabs I need to get, and my stitches are not so nice on the side. All right, we'll get there. We are the complaint corner right now. I know I tried to go to the or not. I tried. I had an appointment at the dentist this week. Only to realize that HR had screwed up and didn't update something in my dental edit labs. So I went and picked out a new plan. Now I get to wait until May, unless I get called for the short list. Oh well. The worst part is HR is me. So I screwed up. It all worked out. Well, it turned out it'll be fine. At least I remembered to go get my neck guard cleaned. I'll here for a few more. Mom was going to go for a walk before we visit. All right. Yeah, I need to go for a walk too. I don't know if I'm going through like puberty part two, but I'm just like exhausted all the time. And I can't, I need to get up and move because it's just forever ingrained into my brain the story of my relative from Russia who got sold for a horse. I was like, all right, we were very hardworking, intelligent, and must have had good teeth. that somebody valued my ancestor as highly as they valued their horse. So, needless to say, I need a lot of exercise, and I've not been doing it, and I feel it. Oh, sweet, I did not run out of thread right before the end. Just enough. Thank you, thread helpers. Trim 343. Okay. See, make sure I can see. And I'll probably have to get out the iron later to press the lace on this one. It looks a little better, but we'll get there. All right, 3 waistbands did. Yay! I'll leave this so I can stitch that section later back on the machine. All right, did it. Okay. Oh, yep. Okay, now to this last piece. I know, trying to sew these tabs. I'm glad I did not try to sew the binding on these tabs live. Like it would have not been that pretty. There might have been some choice words coming out of my mouth. And of course, the one that I did last week turned out super fast, and then the one I tried to rush to get done before the show today did not turn out so well. Good feeling getting this done. Absolutely, it is good to just check stuff off the list. Yeah, I've got to fix up some of these eyelets. I'll just hand stitch over there where they're falling apart. Yep, 3 waistbands completed. Now for some more binding on this unwieldy pair of stays. And I realized I think I was like leaving it. There's a couple spots where I screwed up putting in the boning. Here's some bones here that didn't show up on this one. And once you're done, there's no way to go back without making holes in it. It's fine. All right. Just roll you in my lap for a second. Yes, accomplished gold star for me. Let's see here, Allie. Sometimes using a hammer to make the fabric go around the inside corner can help stretches the fiber to hold for a little bit when sewing. Interesting. I will have to try that because, yeah, me and my eyelet press, we kind of fight sometimes. Stretches the fiber to hold it for a little bit when sewing. Okay, I will break out my hammer later. And now I'm going to have that Pete Singer song stuck in my head for a few minutes. I had a hammer in the morning, hammer in the evening, all this time. Sort of like using a clipboard to get a seam flat. Oh, okay. I can do that. I don't know if we are going to get. Oh, we're just going to get what we've got done. I know, I'm glad that I decided to use the double fold wide bias tape for this, because that single fold, the ruler one just was not as nice. Where's the end? There we are. All these threads. I'm just getting lost in threads right now. I missed it. What part are we hemming? We are finishing the inside of this bias binding on this last section here for this pair of stays. I got all the other pieces did. Just down to this last row of stitches. So wasted hammering. We're getting hammered. We Yep. No, the inside of the stitch for the binding tab to into the slit. Ah, okay. Now I see the inside of the stitch for the binding tab. Okay, fixed all these holes. Now I get it. Oh, right, that's where you have an errant hole that I thought I was, and now the bone's trying to slip out. Okay, could you steam it a bit and shape it into place? Probably. I mean, it's every, yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah, these ones did get hammered and then get pricked, right? We got wasted, we got hammered, we got poked. Oh no, we got boned. We are definitely having the adults show today. That corner and tape make that hard, but steam does help, right? Yes. Yeah, because some things are definitely fixed, but then there's other pieces that are more malleable. I think this was the first time I tried this pattern, so there was things that were funny, and then I was like, well, I've already made it. I'm not taking out the bones. We might as well just make it last a little bit longer. We got have it where there was an eyelet punched and bones are sticking out, so we need to patch that up too. I always cut my thread too long and then I get knotted in knots. It's like now we've turned into the bondage portion of the show. Venus gets tied in knots. That would be a funny act. Okay, well, I'm getting myself distracted again. Good, I'm glad I got a lot of stuff finished, and I still have these slippers if I need more things to do. I cut myself out a pair in black because the red is cute, but I wanted black ones, so I cut black ones. And I cut green for my sibling because that's what I had in my felt stash. And they're just the mock-ups for her anyway because I don't know if they're gonna Oh, did I seriously? Yeah, I really sewed some places the wrong way. Didn't realize I had part of the tie caught in there too when I missewed things. It was smarter, or not rushing is not the right word. I could have just taken out the lacing and had everything flat, but what would the fun in that be without sewing without obstacles? Okay, I'm just anyone else having trouble hearing? Oh, I will try to talk louder. Am I not using my good diction, or is my headset being funny? Let me know. I can talk up. I have trouble hearing. Okay, maybe it's me. I will. Did I change my audio? Not disabled. Let's see here. Headset. Let's see here. Better, worse, or no change. I guess I could run to the other room and grab my other microphone. Oh no, annoying to get that. Yeah, yeah. I didn't even realize that I'd got stuck in that time. But I'd had like a piece sewn the front way to the back way. I made some very interesting mistakes earlier today that I casually unpicked. I know I've been better. Okay, I will speak up. I know we're all bitter. The bitter, better, badder. Thanks. It was a bit soft and a bit garbled, but tech true. And I'm not good about hearing myself. I can practice better speaking as I lower this. Oh, this like needs its own little stand. Just so around these corners. I know, and then the computer fan's starting to kick off too, so everything's just being noisy. And I'm trying not to make any mistakes while I'm doing this last section. We did pretty good. I don't think didn't have too many live errors today during the show. Just not being able to hear, which is an error in and of itself. But the sewing is gone. Generally, I'm not going to finish that sentence because if I do, then it's all gonna go to terrible. Yeah. So just again, more whip stitches. Not too big, not too small. Just the Goldilocks version. Maybe Shakespearean exercise can help. Ooh, that, alas, poor Butterick. I knew you well. Oh, that's funny. That is good, Ellie. Oh, McCall. Oh, where was I going to go with that one? Have McCall be Macbeth. Saying of pattern stuff, is does any maybe people don't use or check out the free patterns from Mood, but I feel like they just not been as nice lately. They're just not as creative. And that one, they had this gentle, what was his name, Greg, pattern writing last year, 2 years ago, and I love their instructions were so much nicer. But they're very, very rarely do I see in their instructions like even how much seam allowance, or if they add seam, like I just have questions with their patterns and their quality. I've been less satisfied as of late with their free pattern offering, but I'm glad they offer so many choices. But the quality's not been as good. Oh, my needle does break so readily. Oh, yes, we are at the circus. My need. Oh, right. Um, let's see here. Can I think and sew at the same time? We shall see. I don't know if I can come up with something funny from Romeo and Juliet. Nope, I'm trying too hard and it's not coming easy. And I probably should just pay attention to these stitches because turning the corners and making this look nice on the inside is. Mm, these stitches are not very pretty right now. And this binding looks all wonky. Oh, Symbolo, Symbolo, wherefore hast thou symbol go? No, but I guess if we going back to projects needing blood sacrifices, we could do the out damn spot out, I say. As I did hydrogen peroxide. Can the House of McCall be a match for you, Butterick? I think not. Yeah, you'll be here all week. Oh, that's funny. Oh, good, good. That requires a sip of tea. I'll try not. I'll try not to go on all week. So, oh, you are more than welcome. We're here for all the jokes because everybody's like red pilled, black pilled, white pilled. I decided I'm just clown pilled. Everything's a joke. And I've been doing a lot of laughing at myself. Oh, Modern I look forward to your one man show, Allie. Me too. Okay. All right, Modern. Give mom a big hi. I know the hardest part about this is just trying to figure out how to hold it. So it's not like the stitching is complicated. I just want it done. I'm pretty sure this sat unfinished since like this time last year. I'm just now taking the time to put the binding in. I think because I was just gonna scrap it, but then I was like, but you did all this work and you sewed all these things. No, don't. Parting is such sweet sorrow. Hey, mom, don't stop. Encore, encore. Okay. I'm gonna say not too much more, but it always feels like it looks little. And then I see all the corners and like just keep sewing. Don't get ahead of yourself. I don't think I even had. I just bought this binding tape a couple weeks ago, so maybe it's left unfinished because I just didn't have the tools and I didn't know what I wanted until the Goodwill shops. Oh no, I did have the skinnier stuff. It just didn't do a good job, and my stitching was not very nice. I'm gonna be sad when it's like only 20 degrees at the end of the week. I have to cover up my garden greens. I've been nibbling from the garden already from my lettuce patch, but they will need a covering if it's going to be that cold. I'm just taking a couple extra stitches here where this bones are in this one section. Okay, don't mumble. No marble mouth, kid. Okay, no, I'm not even talking. I'm just wanting this to be done. And I'm like, okay, lost in my own little brain, but that's not very exciting. I mean, I guess I don't always need to prattle and prattle, but okay. And then we just kind of like ease the corners around and stitch it down. Trying to find, like, these are not the most precise, like, mitered corners with this tape, but just trying to get everything flat-ish. This stitching does take some concentration, Ellie. I think I whipped like the three sides together last week in like under an hour, but now trying to do it live and chatting and being engaging, it's like not that. I a little bit slower. And there's the spot, oh, where I need to read through and catch both sides. Most tricky, important part at the moment. Yes, it is. I got my concentration face on. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not sitting with my mouth open, so I don't try not to catch flies while I sew. But yeah, see, it's fine. I mean, it's just for me. This is not definitely not a prize-winning piece of stitchery, but I'm going to flip this to outside so I can patch up this spot where it I had to unpick it. Okay, what's going on here? I probably should have done this first, but I'm not going to unpick it, so we're just going to have to work stitch with it. Ow. And we're trying to do some bloodletting again. Project, we were just joking about therapeutic bloodletting and sewing. I didn't mean I actually wanted to participate tonight, but of course, if it's going to be an issue, it's going to be sewing the white. I know there's nothing like sewing a pair of stays or a corset to realize how much sewing can be like wrestling. You're just maneuvering all these not easily movable sections around. Okay. Oh, I need to be on this side so I can see. Oh, this is terrible. Ah, yes, the most tricky, important look for the garment. It is. Oh, oh, oh. I know, I'm just trying to line this up. This thing is trying to be a puzzle piece, and my brain just doesn't want to wrap around how to put that nice. Well, just like most sports, including wrestling, it gets tough in the corners. Yes, it does. Oh, so true, Ellie. So true. Yep. All right. I think I figured out. So I'm just taking some back stitches in here to just patch up this spot where I had to unpick because I sewed the wrong pieces together. Okay, I'll go back and then I'm gonna just take a couple of giant stitches to get back to where I need to be. Okay, did it. Mended and back to the stitch location. I need to remember to not pull it super tight while I get going again. Oh, I just want this part to be done. Just a few more inches of stitches left. Oh, this is just looking worse and worse the more I'm sewing it. Okay, it's fine. It's the inside. And the only, well, we can all judge me, but I'll judge myself harshly. I'm just glad I didn't break any needles when I was getting the binding on the first time, because there's a couple times where you got very close to the bones. I heard it. I was like, it, because Brunhild, if I force her, she could sew through the bones, but I just wasn't in the mood for that. So we just got very, very closely. Oh, porcupines. Okay, chillax. Please, no bleeding. Okay, now I just want to get done and then rushing, and nothing good stitches do not happen when you are getting angry and rushing. Oh, these fiddly little tabs. They make the shape so nice, but they're so irritating. Bone and channel feet have the groove to prevent going through the bone. Yes. I know you keep teasing me about these presser feet that, like, Our unicorns. It's like the day that Fred Sanford had that eyelet cam for the Singer buttonholer that as soon as I think I messaged him like half hour after the listing went up, and at that point it was already sold. It's like, but I wanted that. That's all right. I'll continue to dream of unicorns, even if I can never. They don't exist anymore. But do we need to just find somebody who metalsmiths to like retool these pieces if 3D printing isn't gonna work? How do we get these old feet back? Or are they just really gone once they're gone? Ouch. I'm just poking myself left and right now. Nope, just right and right. And I did see, I'll fix that part later. There's another section I will reinforce from the opposite side. Need to reverse engineer the feet. Yeah, I think so. I have never seen the boating channel feet in person, only the full set listed and 1/3/8 one on an 1879 or 80 machine. Oh, yeah. How the feet work is key, though. Yeah, absolutely. It can look pretty, but if it doesn't do the job, then it's not worth it. Right, and then there, I'm, I'm sure there'd be a market for it if we could reverse engineer how to make them. People are getting into stuff, and people like old machine. I don't, yeah, I'd sell more corsets and tea time. Yes, corsets and corsets and tea. Ooh, we are in the literal last couple of inches finally. Yeah, we got done being hammered, wasted, and boned. I'm sure there is a limited market for both the domestic and industrial feet. Right, the cost of trying to figure out how to do it, and then some folks really want it, but it's probably not like a huge number of folks who are like, I need that foot. And then all the different machines. Yeah. Oh well. We'll keep dreaming that Craigslist will drop stuff in my lap that I really want. I need to see. I keep having to tell myself I'm not buying that treadle machine just because it's got the wooden trifold puzzle box with it, and it's not even in good condition. But I mean, it wouldn't be the first time I bought a sewing machine because of a presser foot. I'm trying not to do that unless it's my treadle machine. I know it would be about $50 a foot and then shipping. Yeah, too much. Too much. Yeah, I had much better luck when I just switched to the zipper foot because then I can just ride along the bones. Well, I'm glad I found that zipper foot though. I've yet to find a full wood puzzle box. Yeah, the both of them that came with the machines were in horrible condition. It was just the novelty of that cute wooden puzzle, that box in particular. Oh, and a 3D printed one won't last, right? Oh, yeah, this is why my brain thinks out loud with you folks. You can help talk me out of needless machinations. All right, we are. I'm gonna. Oh, don't pull the thread out of the needle right at the very end. We're so close. And I think there's a couple of channels that need to be. I feel bones without channels. All right, let's just knock this off. Okay. Okay, let me. Oh, all right, boy. We did it. We made it to the end. There's a couple pieces that I still need to touch up later, but that was pretty good for finishing stuff up for today. All right. Shit, I'm not really. Do I, do I want to start these slippers real fast? Thank you, Allie. Yeah, looking at it's not the most horrible thing I ever sewed. There's still a couple things that need some touching up, but it was an edgy video today. Yes, it was. It sure was. I feel quite satisfied and accomplished with all them edges got did. It they did. Guess on that note, I thanks everybody for hanging out. I don't know if I feel like starting a new project now that I got all these other things finished, and I need to walk around because my butt is getting numb to my chair. So don't wait till tomorrow when you could be fabulous today, and we've definitely laughed at ourselves. So if you need to laugh at others, go have at it. I will try to stop by William's show this week if I can stay awake and figure that out. Be amazing, and I'll have something fun to work on for next week. All right, TTFN folks, bye.